I guess it's easier being a coach with the players taking on board your messaging when it's all working on the park, right?
Yeah, it's always. I think it's always easier to fix things and tweak things when you have a positive result on the weekends. There's still room for us to definitely improve in certain aspects of the game, and like you said, the players are trying to take it on board and execute it on the park. So, it gives us every opportunity to have that success.
And how is Al Hassan in camp after his hat trick? He'll be jumping off the walls, I guess, and it can be infectious, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think winning games becomes infectious. It becomes a habit. So I'm happy for Al to get his 3 goals against a hat trick, and even Woody coming on and scoring 2 weeks in a row. So for me, it doesn't really matter who scores as long as we score and win the game. But it's nice for those guys, especially that play in those positions, who we rely on scoring those goals.
What are you looking to build on this week? It's probably might be hard to improve on a performance like that, but I'm sure you've found something.
There's always room to improve. I think there's the side of the game we definitely need to improve is with the ball as well, and I think he's been able to have the ball a lot more than what we had in the last recent games. Our possession stats haven't been probably as high as we wanted, but we've been effective when we did have the ball. That's something that we definitely want to improve, and also there's moments where we can still press and be a little bit more aggressive and win the ball a little bit higher. So like I said, there's always room to improve, and those are the 2 things that we focused on this last week.
Macarthur play Khan from Vietnam tonight. Will you be watching that game?
Definitely.
Does that take a lot out of them?
Yeah, look, obviously it's a challenge within the A-League squads to being able to back up. You need the depth in the squads to play in both competitions. They've done a good job thus far. Look, I want all our Australian teams to do well in these competitions because, one, they're representing their team and they're also representing the country in Asia. So we want them to have success so we can have more teams playing in these competitions. But yeah, it does become a challenge to back it up again. But I think they'll be looking forward to the occasion this evening, and then there'll be, I think, a great occasion on Sunday afternoon as well.
Yeah, they seem to be spreading their goal scorers a little bit this year, Macarthur. How dangerous a team are they exactly?
Yeah, they're very good. They're very good in transition. They defend as a unit. They're very compact, and when they win the ball, they look to go forward very quickly. They have Harrison Sawyer up front. That's quite effective in the air, and they deliver some balls for him to score as. So, look, they've got some very experienced players. Some older heads in the team, but that are very good at playing the game. So we need to be mindful of making sure that we nullify their strengths going forward, and we try to exploit their weaknesses going the other way.
Like we were saying, competitive seems to be you're up against a Sydney FC legend every week.
Yeah.
So far this year, this time it's Cass. You've gotten past Redda's team and Max's team. You've got another one now.
Well, look, we're always going to have a player that's wore the sky blue jersey at some stage in their career. That's gone to another club, but look, for me, Cass is someone special. I think he's a great human being, a great family man, and also a very good player. As well. It's disappointed that we lost Cass, but this is football. It happens within the game. Players make decisions of what they feel is best for their families and their futures. So, I'm hoping that he doesn't have a good game against us.
Marco? Anything, Marco?
No, Ufuk. How's Benny Garuccio? What's it with his fitness?
Benny's good. He's modified. We're hoping to get him back available after the international break, hopefully be available for the victory game.
I just wanted to ask on Pat Wood, I guess, was it always the plan to bring him back after the 6 months in Perth?
Yeah, look, I think, especially for our younger players, it's hard at Sydney because there's a lot of expectation at this club, and it's hard for sometimes the younger players to get game time, because Sydney will always be bringing in very influential imports, I believe, to the club. So when they get a limited game time, I think it was a great opportunity for Paddy to actually go to another A-League club, get that exposure, get that experience, and see how it is on the other side of the fence with other teams. And I think he's come back a lot more mature, understanding, appreciating what he definitely has here at Sydney. And look, when we did the review, I made the team aware that Paddy's a great kid. He's a great worker. He works hard for the team. He does a lot of stuff at training where, if he's not involved with the starting group, that he influences, the team that he's playing. And I believe when you're a good human being, that things fall for you. And in the last 2 weeks, they have for Woody.
And when he scored that goal, the one against the Mariners a couple of weeks ago, did you sense that it was really good for his sort of, I guess, belief and, what's the name?
Confidence?
Sorry.
Confidence?
Yeah.
Is that the word you look for? Yeah. Yeah, look, that's what, goal scorers and strikers thrive off, scoring goals. That's where they build their confidence. It's like midfielders, whether they score or they play a through ball and they assist, and maybe a defender, doing his job, winning a last-ditch tackle, and, that's what they thrive on, and I'm very happy for Woody, and hopefully he can continue to do what he's doing and score goals for us.
And mate, what do you make of the form of Ocon Jr.? I guess with each game he seems to be getting, better.
Yeah, definitely. I think him and Reece have created a good partnership in the midfield. They're definitely improving game by game, and that's what young players need. Young players need that exposure and opportunity to play and showcase their talents. And I think every game that goes by, I think they'll be getting better and better.
And mate, going for a hat-trick and win this weekend, how do you sort of not keep a lid on things, but, just keep things normal?
Yeah, look, nothing's changed in the week that we do. We still do a review. We still show the parts where we need to improve. We know we're playing against a good side, an experienced side like Macarthur, and we're hoping that on a Sunday afternoon we get a great turnout here at Leichhardt, like we did a couple of weeks ago against Central Coast, and we continue to do the basics right and try to add to our game.
No worries. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Do you expect to have any Socceroos? I think the team's game tomorrow or tonight.
Well, I hope so. I think we've got some great talented players, and hopefully we are pushing some of those boys to get that opportunity to represent their country.